The Sea, written by Ashwini Ranjan. Our cruise ship set sail from Corsica, the rugged and beautiful island that gave the world Napoleon Bonaparte. As the coastline receded, I sat on the balcony of my cabin, gazing at the vast expanse of the Mediterranean. The rhythmic sound of waves against the hull had a strangely meditative quality. My thoughts drifted to the great naval battles that had once churned these same waters, battles that decided the fate of empires. Having just visited Corsica, I was reminded of the Battle of Trafalgar, a turning point in European history. In the year 1805, off the coast of Spain, Admiral Lord Nelson faced Napoleon's combined French and Spanish fleets. Against formidable odds, Nelson's strategic genius triumphed, establishing the supremacy of British naval power for more than a century. It was a victory that ended Napoleon's dream of invading England and changed the course of world events. As I looked out over the calm, shimmering sea, I could not help but marvel at its serenity. Beneath those tranquil blue depths lay the silent remnants of countless naval conflicts, rusted cannons, and the bones of brave sailors as the mute witnesses of history. Yet, on the surface, there was no trace of the bloodshed or destruction that once took place. The sea, in its infinite capacity, had absorbed the violence and healed its wounds. Wars fought on land, in contrast, have always left behind enduring scars. The battlefields become memories of suffering. The ruins stand as grim reminders of hatred and loss. Cities bombed into rubble take years, sometimes generations, to rebuild. Even when reconstruction happens, the emotional and psychological debris of war continues to haunt survivors and nations alike. Monuments often keep the wounds open, serving as constant reminders of division rather than bridges to reconciliation. As I reflected, an intriguing thought crossed my mind. What if all wars in history had been fought on water? If the seas alone had borne the fury of mankind, all evidence of conflict would have eventually sunk to the ocean floor, out of sight and soon out of mind. The deep waters would have quietly erased every trace of enmity. There would be no bombed cities, no burnt villages, no battlefields to stand upon and rekindle bitterness. Without visible reminders of victory and defeat, perhaps the human heart would have learned to forgive more easily. The sea teaches us an enduring lesson. Peace is possible only when we allow the past to sink beneath the surface of memory rather than letting it rise again and again to trouble the present. Thank you very much.